A House of Dynamite is a new drama directed by Kathryn Bigelow on Netflix. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. When a single unattributed missile is launched at the United States, a race begins to determine who is responsible and how to respond. I'm not the biggest fan of political thrillers, but I do think that Kathryn Bigelow is a really talented director. I really like a lot of her films. So I was looking forward to A House of Dynamite on Netflix. The premise of this film seems like it would be very haunting and thrilling, a non-stop edge of your seat ride, figuring out who's responsible for this missile and it coming to the United States and how they are responding. This movie has a lot of moments of thrills, just pure tension that you feel the end is coming. This missile is going to hit and it's going to cause a lot of deaths. You really do feel all of the nerves and how they are responding to everything, how it is emotional for them. Unfortunately, the structure of this movie gives you all these highs and doesn't really sustain it, and it falls apart. And then it tries to pick up once again, and then it falls apart again, and then it picks up again. It's a roller coaster. And it really plays off of how different groups of people, several different people, are responding to this, because it's just not going to be just a room of people responding to this missile and who was responsible for it all. You're going to have higher ups, the president, in different locations and getting the information out. And the structure of it sets itself up, and then it has to go backwards and lead back to the missile and learning that it is coming towards America. And then once again, building that back up and taking a step back and then building yourself back up once again. That structure of it feels nerve-wracking and it's thrilling, and then it just rips it apart, and it takes a long time to get back to that moment. And the end is just so abrupt. I was really just put off by the structure of this movie because I really liked the beginning of this movie with Rebecca Ferguson, and you have Idris Elba in this movie as the president. The emotions that these characters are feeling, knowing that this missile is coming towards them, and we see the clock ticking down and how they are trying to call loved ones. The job that they have to be there. You really do feel all of the raw emotions pretty early on with this film, especially with Rebecca Ferguson, who is in the beginning of this movie. I feel the end is coming for some of them. The destruction, the fear in the film in the beginning is set up so well. Looking at how these characters are responding, the madness within the world, the challenges from the president and responding to everything. It has those moments within the movie, and the tension is absolutely there. When Kathryn Bigelow takes that step back, she's trying to add to the human element of it all, and it rips away all that tension. The setup was very strong. I think that if they would have combined those human elements and give it a more linear structure, you were able to understand these characters on a more deeper personal level in the beginning, and then slowly build up to the threat and the missile coming all in one singular fashion. I think would have added more dramatic moments to the movie, building that suspense throughout the film and coming to your conclusion. He wants to flesh out these characters, give them a personality, understanding their situation and how they're responding to it all, but with so many different characters. And then on top of that, with the missile, you have a lot that she has a lot that she's juggling. I think that if they would have structured this movie just a bit differently, it would have been more dramatic, more suspenseful, more emotional. But I do think that House of Dynamite, when you are in the situation of the missile coming and the clock is ticking down, it's very tense, and she's able to hone in on what is important and the seriousness of it all, the madness behind everything. And the inevitable outcome is destruction. But when it falls off, it falls hard, and it's really hard to get back into the movie. I do think the performances are good from Rebecca Ferguson and Idris Elba, Gabriel Basso, Jared Harris, Anthony Ramos, Moses Ingram, Greta Lee, and Jason Clarke. They're all really good in here. Some have very brief performances. I've seen Jason Clarke in 3 things this month from streaming services. He was on Apple TV Plus with The Last Frontier. He was on Hulu with The Murdoch Show, and now on Netflix with this movie. He's having a solid month, but all performances are really good. It isn't Kathryn Bigelow's best movie, but it is filled with suspense, but a very odd structure that doesn't really pay off in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and give A House of Dynamite a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for House of Dynamite, the new Netflix drama. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just One Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.